All right, ladies and dudes, let's talk about Parkinson's. What's up, YouTube? It's this guy, Jeremy McDonald. Let me hear you say it. One of your very favorite people with Parkinson's. Of course, that's Jeremy, also known as J Mac, Jeremy Mac. Let's do this thing. All right, thanks for tuning in. If you'd like to subscribe, like the show, Parkinson's with Jeremy Mac on YouTube, Instagram, Jeremy Mac 76, and just Facebook, Jeremy McDonald. That's my real name. I don't know why I'm leaning in the camera all of a sudden. All right, first of all, thank you so much for all the feedback on my last video. I know I've been talking about, there's been kind of a downturn in YouTube lately with the traffic. Well, whatever I did last week really worked, and I'm thankful to you guys. Because without you guys, this channel would not exist. So yeah, thank you for all the views and more than usual, a lot of nice comments. Apparently a lot of other people are fatigued with Parkinson's like I am. Take a drink. By the way, stay tuned for the movie selection of the week. After all this is over. All right, this is for everybody. This is for everybody, Parkinson's and non-Parkinson's related. Specifically for the Parkies, but I think the non-Parkinson's people can really take a note from this. How do we slow down this disease? That is the number one thing that I'm interested in. Cures, yeah, but I don't know if those will ever happen. What I can do here and now is slow down this disease. Now, I've talked to, first of all, I'm not a doctor. I'm not a doctor. Go talk to your MDS about this. I'm talking about exercise here. Everybody's different. Exercise is the one thing that everybody agrees slows down this disease. How much or how little, or we don't know. All I know is when I was diagnosed, there was went back to work and I was really too tired to exercise when I got home. Once I had to retire from my job, I really started an exercise regimen. I'm just going to share a couple of things I do in my exercise routine. Take it or leave it. Please talk to your doctor. I'm one of those unique individuals that, maybe not that unique, but when I take my Cinemet, I can't walk. My legs I'm a baby giraffe, so I have to do most of my exercising, if not all of it, when I'm off, which is a challenge in and of itself, and I don't recommend you do that unless you talk to your doctor. For instance, this morning, walking is a big part of my exercise because I can't do it when I'm on my Cinemet. I went and walked 2 miles a day. Now, every day is not like that. That's the one thing my doctor said. The swinging the arms, even though it's slight, the breathing, the looking, the leg movement. You're basically exercising a lot of your muscles and neurological functions at the same time. So that is the number one thing I do. Once again, talk to a medical professional. I don't recommend you walk 2 miles if you're off or on, if your doctor hasn't given you the okay. It's one of the best things I do. I clears my mind. Sometimes I recite numbers in Spanish and German and try to exercise my brain while I'm exercising my body. That's kind of fun when you're trying to count in German and you're trying to step and chew gum and swing your arms all at the same time. But it gets me out of the house. And St. Louis right now is it's kind of frosty, but today was it was about 50 degrees out, so I had a really good walk. Another thing I do is I do light weightlifting. Now, once again, I'm going to keep saying this every time. Talk to your doctor or physical therapist before you do this. I've got little 5-pound weights. I do the little curls. I try to do between 50 and 100 of them pretty much every other day. Some days my arms are just too tired to do it. But for instance, I did the walking today, so I didn't do the weights. I try to rotate. Another thing I try to do, when I feel up to little crunches, not full sit-ups, but just kind of bend a little bit, work your ab muscles. I'm trying to work every bit of my body to keep every bit of it as sleek and smooth and sexy as possible. No, seriously. I just want to be functional. I've given up on being sexy. And this is where I quote Spinal Tap. What's wrong with being sexy? Go watch Spinal Tap, you'll get that joke. And then the last thing I do, usually after I've done all my exercising, I do some meditation and yoga. It's kind of the same thing for me because when I'm stretching, I'm on the floor, which is the safest place for me to be nowadays, is on the floor. Little Parkinson's joke there. stretching my hamstrings, just my torso. I tell you what, on days that I don't feel good enough to walk or it's too crappy out to walk, I come down to my little video store. By the way, I haven't been in here in a while. Hope you like it. By the way, that is Pam Beasley, Jenna Fisher from The Office. I have a lot of people ask me, who's that woman in your studio? Jenna Fisher, she's my crush. My wife knows about her. She's from St. Louis. She says if she will ever kiss you, you were allowed to kiss her. So that will never happen, but I can pretend. All right, I'm getting all over the map here. So yeah, that's my routine. Now, everybody's different. Maybe some people are going to like, oh, I have a treadmill, by the way. You probably can't see it. It's behind all this video store nonsense here. The treadmill when I can't get out and walk in the, whether it's too cold or too hot or just inclement weather. But once again, talk to your MDS, your neurologist, and or your physical therapist if you have one. Figure out a regimen that works for you. This is the only real weapon we have against this disease right now is exercise. And everybody's different. Everybody has different strengths and weaknesses. Some people can maybe walk longer than I can. Maybe some people are fortunate enough to be able to walk on their medicine. I guess the only thing about not on being off my medicine is I don't have to worry about it wearing off. So I can kind of gauge my stamina and just go according to. There's a few lakes around here, a few parks that I'm able to go to when I'm feeling good enough. So that's the only weapon we have, like I said, is exercise. Keep moving. And not only just exercise your body and your lungs and your heart, exercise your mind. For everybody, it's going to be different. I like learning other languages, at least the two that I know a little bit of, Spanish and German. I don't know any German people, and my Spanish friends have all... Well, I've got a couple online, but all my Spanish friends in St. Louis I don't talk to them anymore since I quit the job. But yeah, your mind as well as your body. Read. I read a lot. I find myself limiting my TV time to the evening when I can't walk. I can't. I feel like for me, I can't waste time watching TV when I can exercise or when I can be productive. If you were to walk over here, you'd see my little computer room where I do a lot of my other videos. I've got software. I'm always trying to learn new software. Keep my neuroplasticity up. I think that's the right word. I'm just going to say it is. I do a podcast. Yeah, it's an ongoing thing. And even though I can't play music like I used to, I always try to at least get a little string time in or a little keyboard time in sometime during the day, if not every other day. All right, leave me your exercise tips. Maybe you have some things that you do that I don't do. Like I said, weightlifting, a little light crunches, treadmill, yoga, walking. That's kind of what I do. Whatever you do it as long and as hard as you can within a doctor's reason, because that's what's going to keep this. I don't know why it is. I guess it's because the whole use it or lose it thing. We're stimulating those brain cells when we talk, walk, and learn new things. And I mean, I actually heard Michael J. Fox said when he does some of his exercises, he tries to recite the Beatles albums in order, front to back. I could probably do that, but it just, folks, stay active. Yeah, give me your tips. I want to hear your tips. Okay, movie of the week. Please stay tuned, folks. This is my favorite part of the show. I don't have to talk about Parkinson's. Jurassic World Rebirth. Now, I was a huge fan of the original Jurassic Park and even Part 2, The Lost World. 3 kind of lost me. The Jurassic World franchise had some highs and lows. Didn't like Dominion. Jurassic World kind of gets back to the feel of the original. There's a lot of scenes, if you're familiar with Michael Crichton's book, there's scenes that they've stolen or reused from the first movie and B, the book. But it's a great movie. It's probably my third favorite Jurassic Park movie, and I thought this franchise was done after that last one. I got to be honest with you. Feel free to leave me your movie picks. I love watching movies. That's all I do in the evening. I can't get up much, and so I usually watch at least one movie a night, sometimes a little half of another movie. Love you guys. Like I said, thanks for all the warm comments and all the interaction. That really means the world to me. This channel is so important to me, and knowing that I'm reaching people and making a difference. And without you, none of this would be happening. Peace and love from the cold and snowy city of St. Louis.